Hey guys, come on downstairs. We've got a little MLB The Show 20 content for you here today. We're in season number 5 of our Twins franchise, playing games 121 and 122. It's a short 2-game series against the Chicago Cubs. We come in at 61 and 59. We're a half a game behind the Tigers in the American League Central. The Indians are 4.5 games back, the Royals 9 back, and the White Sox 16.5 back. We are 5 and 7 so far in the month of August, and we're coming off a 4-game series where we split 2 games apiece with the Kansas City Royals. So let's get to game number 121. At home, after a 10-game road trip, to take on the Chicago Cubs, and a familiar face has taken the hill for Chicago. Phil Hughes, a former Twin. At 7-6, 3.33 ERA. Let's look at Phil Hughes a little bit closer. He played for the Twins from 2014 to 2016, pitched 193 innings for us in 2016, gave up 79 earned runs, 22 home runs, 29 walks, 160 strikeouts, a 3.68 ERA that season, a 1.10 whip, 17 quality starts, and he had 1 complete game and 1 complete game shutout. And that game is worth revisiting. Let's throw it back to July 30th, 2016.
Now is perhaps the final man to stand in the way of possible history here tonight. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. It's swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Sano is there, makes the catch, and there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he deserves it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed, and he puts his name into the record books with that no-hitter.
So welcome back to Minnesota, Phil Hughes. We're going to oppose him with Sonny Gray on the hill. He's our ace. He's 12 and 5, a 2.42 ERA. And let's get things underway here in the first inning. Bottom of the first, Michael Conforto at the plate with 1 out, runners on second and third. Here's the delivery from Hughes, and this one is driven deep to right field, and that one is going to put 3 on the board for Minnesota. Michael Conforto with the blast, and the Twins lead it 3-0 after 1 inning of play. Let's move to the second. We have Dan Vogelbach at the plate, hitting 149 with 1 home run, a handful of RBIs, and he's going to swing and miss at the Sonny Gray slider on the outside corner. It is 3-0 Minnesota as we go to the bottom of the second. Here's Raimel Tapia facing Phil Hughes. Raimel Tapia is the player that we acquired when we traded Phil Hughes to the Rockies. And Tapia is going to get a base hit into left field. And Albert Almora is holding his elbow after that throw. He's going to be replaced out there by Billy McKinney. And we're going to have Francisco Cervelli come to the plate with nobody out. Runners on first and second. Cervelli's going to drop down a sacrifice. He gets the job done. Over to Phil Hughes. He steps on the bag. We got runners on second and third with 1 out. Now Mario Calero at the plate. With 1 out, a chance to drive in a run with a deep fly ball. He gets that fly ball out to center field. Ian Desmond is there, makes the catch. Here comes the throw. It's a strong one up the third base line. Look at the tag by Josh Phegley. And the double play gets the Cubs out of that inning. We go to the fourth, still 3-0. Jason Heyward facing Sonny Gray now. And Sonny Gray leaves this one right over the middle of the plate. And Jason Heyward does not miss it. Deep drive to right. Home run number 23 on the year for Jason Heyward. And the Cubs have cut into the Twins' lead. It's now 3-1 in the middle of the fourth inning. We move ahead to the sixth. Jason Heyward at the plate again. Runners on first and second. Chopper right back up the box. And Sonny Gray, fielding his position well, makes the play. It's still 3-1, middle of the sixth. We go to the eighth inning now. Sonny Gray still on the hill. He's facing Arizmendi Alcantara. who's 0 for 2 on the day with a runner on first, and Alcantara with nobody out lifts this one deep to right, and we may have left Sonny Gray in the game a batter too long. It's a 2-run home run, number 9 on the season for Arizmendi Alcantara, and that ties the game up at 3. Middle of the 8th inning, we've got a tie ball game between the Cubs and the Twins. We played the Cubs earlier in the season, split a 2-game series at Wrigley Field. And now we're facing Alex Torres in the bottom of the 9th. Miguel Sano at the plate, chance to drive home the winning run. Here is a stolen base attempt by Delino DeShields Jr. He gets in there safely. But Miguel Sano strikes out. And then Roman Quinn strikes out to end the inning, and we strand the runner, Delino DeShields, out on second. So we go into extra innings. We are in the top of the 14th inning now. Kevin Segrist on to try to get us to the bottom of the inning, and he gets the strikeout of Jason Hayward on the outside corner. And Segrist comes in and pitches well through a couple of innings to get us to the bottom of the 12th. The Cubs bring in Neil Ramirez in the bottom of the 12th, a 5.64 ERA. He's facing Miguel Sano, who's 2 for 5 on the day with a double. First pitch is fouled back. Miguel Sano calls for time. 0-1 delivery. Spit on by Miguel Sano. That one goes to the backstop as well. 1-1 count. And ball freaking game. Miguel Sano with home run number 46 walks off the Twins in the bottom of the 14th inning. And a huge win for Minnesota to try to keep pace with the Tigers, who have been winning a lot of ball games lately. Tigers lead the AL Central still by a half a game as they win again. They're 62-58. We're 62-59. Miguel Sano for 3 for 6 with a home run and a double. And now we move to game number 122. Can we get a short little 2-game sweep over the Cubs? Dwayne Underwood having a fantastic rookie season for Chicago. 3.90 ERA. He's 11-5. And he's going to face Jose Barrios. Barrios 6-10, a 4.63 ERA, a 1.25 whip. And has been coming on strong as of late. 3rd inning. Ian Desmond at the plate. He's hitting .291. On an 0-2 count, Jose Barrios leaves it out over the heart of the plate. Ian Desmond drives it to left, and that will put the Cubs on the board first in this one. Home run number 11 for Ian Desmond. And the Cubs strike first here in game number 2. Final game against the Cubs on the season. We're looking for a 3-1 season series win if we can get the win in this game. Runners on the corners for Francisco Cervelli with nobody out. Little excuse me swing, breaks his bat, grounds it to the right side into a double play. It does push a run across, but it may have saved the Cubs from giving up a crooked number. At the end of the 3rd, we're all tied up at 1 at Target Field. Let's go to the 4th. Here is Nolan Arenado. Yes, he's batting 190 with 14 home runs, 30-something RBIs. He's got runners on second and third with 2 outs. And Nolan Arenado comes through for us. One of the few times this season he has a 2-run ground rule double. And the Twins lead 3-1. We go to the 6th inning. Maybe that will spark Arenado. We could really use him down the stretch. We've got a tough August and September ahead of us. Well, the last half of August anyway. We're halfway through it. Jose Barrios gets the ground ball to first. Super Mario steps on the bag. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1 Minnesota. We're going to skip that though and go to the 7th. JT Chargois coming in for the Twins. 2.57 ERA. Facing Josh Fagley with a runner on first and 2 outs. The delivery. A hanging slider, and Fagley's going to drill it into the right center gap. Runner on his horse from first is going to round third. Come in to score without a throw, and it's an RBI double for Fagley. His 10th of the season. We get out of the inning, though. As we stretch here at Target Field, it's 3-2. Cubs are going to bring in Justin Grimm now at 3.44 ERA. Both bullpens a little bit stretched here from the extra innings game in game number 1. With the bases loaded and nobody out, Francisco Cervelli comes through, slices one down the right field line, and drives in 2 runs to make it 5-2. Francisco Cervelli not having an overly great year, but he is our best hitter with runners in scoring position. And now we have Adam Warren in for the Cubs to face Eddie Rosario. He leaves one up in the zone, and Eddie Rosario pounds that one to right. It's a 3-run home run, and that stretches the lead out to 8-2. At the end of the 7th, we lead at 8-2. We might be able to give the back end of our bullpen a breather in this game. We have the day off tomorrow before starting a 3-game series with the Philadelphia Phillies. Ian Desmond at the plate, runner on first. He grounds into the 4-6-3 double play to get the first 2 outs of the 9th inning, and it might be a quick inning here for Trevor May. Now he faces Chris Bryant with runners on first and second, but Bryant goes straight up the middle. And that's going to drive in a run, and we're going to try to keep the runner at second. 8-3 with 2 outs. Albert Almora at the plate now. He is back. His injury in the first game was not serious. And another hanging breaking ball that Almora is going to go right up the middle with. On the ground, another run's going to come in to score. It makes it 8-4, and we might start getting our bullpen ready. Up next for the Cubs, Jason Hayward. Hayward ground ball to the right side. This could do it. Jace Peterson on to first, and the Twins sweep the Cubs 2-0 in this short little 2-game set. We win the season series with Chicago 3-1. Eddie Rosario was 2 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Nolan Arenado 1 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs. Francisco Cervelli drove in 2 more himself, and that was most of the scoring for the Twins. All right, let's look at the standings as we close out this episode. The American League East, the Red Sox have built a 2.5-game lead over the Yankees. I told you to keep your eye on the Rays. They are creeping up. They're within 3 games, and the Blue Jays are within 4.5, so it'll be interesting in the AL East down the stretch. And we are tied atop the American League Central with the Tigers at 63 and 59. Indians 6.5 games back. The Royals 9 games back. White Sox 16.5. We are 5-5 in our last 10. The Tigers are 7-3. The Rangers lead the American League West 74 and 48. They have a 4-game lead over the Angels. 6-game lead over the Astros. Rangers have the best record in the American League. Let's look at the wild card race. The Astros and the Angels hold down those spots. The Yankees are 4 games back. The Rays 4.5, and we would be 5 along with the Mariners and the Tigers. All right, the National League East. The Nationals, a 7.5-game lead over our next opponent, the Philadelphia Phillies. And they look like they're probably going to cruise to a win in that division. The Cubs, they lose 2 in a row to us. They've lost 4 in a row overall. The Cardinals creep up within 2 games in that division. The Brewers hanging around at 7.5 back. The Reds 8.5 back. And out west, the 2 best teams in the National League, in the Dodgers and the Giants. Seriously, the Giants have been overlooked a lot this season because of how well the Dodgers have played, but the Giants are legit and a definite contender. The Rockies have crept up there as well. They are 4 games out of a wild card spot, and the Brewers are 5.5 games out of the wild card spot. So we've got August and September, well, half of August and all of September ahead of us, and I'm going to try to get a couple of these episodes out next week. And try to quicken up the pace a little bit so we can get to the postseason here on Minnesota Twins franchise season number 5 on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.